But I want everything activity. Sometimes I make it this one. I eternal to be positive. Come to my house, what you eat and you drink. Go to my neighbor, you can say that for me. What did they say? And they cannot need to do. And like be everything activity that what we do. So no dispatch the better we can keep it what we not keep class. Nobody can be it. Go to your go. Everyday activity, no money to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything activity, something that we produce. Chill all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, yeah, let them do the play. As soon as they pray, when chicken say, go, it's no concern. As soon as they pray, when chicken say, go, it's no forcing. Everyday activities. 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 We for the hip and it's on another team. You want to my case? No happily. Are you near hip and marvelous? Saka, I'm more than Saka. You don't get my hope. And you need to start from my life. You want to go back or let me see another big free. Oh, what is so I have to celebrate. Never go by you, say the door, yeah. Never get by you, the door, yeah. Who might be a one and you, the person that you're having a car. You are playing for your leave of one chat. I see a pump on the one and they track it from where you want to say it. And if you need to go, let me know. Say it, body. You are chill, shaka, pop your passenger for Sunday with police. Sunday, what's the only different? When chicken say, go, so pass it. As soon as different, when chicken say, go, so fast it. Everyday activities. Everyday activities. Everyday activities. Everyday activities. Everyday activities. Everyday activities. Everyday activities.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. Mob violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bourgeois Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 512 379, or 0777 255 030, or email us mayoba, mayoubahs @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
What happened? Mama, you still do other air?
No, let's still boy. Hey, you still more to our party. I go see what I'm
Share my we are only down face.
For what's a plan?
What tablet, man, piece, let me what tablet, piece.
No,
Wayne. No, stop it. You can't do that. How you a boy human being? Let me know that roster fee. Let me know that roster fee. You tell human being you're a boy human being. Let's stop the kind of thing. If we catch criminal or somebody commit crime in our community or whatsoever, take that to the law or carry that to the nearby police station and report that to the police. Let the police themselves investigate and find out whether he right or wrong. Yesterday I was coming from Keba. A brother walk on truck. I said, no, they said the truck hit the motorball ball. All the motorball men plus the keke men get down. They said the one point the driver and the truck. It's wrong. Let's stop more violence. Maybe the accuser or somebody that you feel are criminal, they may not be criminal. But when you take that to the police station, based upon the police investigation, they will tell you that they may that criminal or not. Please, my people.
Who are you?
You policeman.
Why you moppy?
Yeah, come here. Yes, you're all right. As I was saying, yeah, let's stop that kind of thing. Take it to the law. You not get one right under the law. Nobody right until the law can say you are right or wrong. Please, I beg you, my people.
Who say you?
If I say who tell you,
So say who?
so say on the same sign. The man who get crime stopper. If they want say, I'm gonna tell you, nobody must take the law in their hand. Don't say they say in the mouth say, oh man, same sign say, don't take the law in your hand. You have to come away. You want it was you who will be the first now to come attack me. Yeah, not true, yeah.
Yeah, I feel
You, hey, all it down there. Oh, man, sometimes I'll be that is up for you. Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, some going to 20 pop. Put it to the Ichiki. Villa living sense.
Chicken say, Bogoli Oko.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to the peace loving people of Liberia. Welcome to the midweek presentation of the program from the Print News. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm your lone presenter here in studio in Liberia. And we are hoping to join our radio LRB partner, Gus Coleman and Leo Masale. Hope they will join in as the program continues. Well, today is Wednesday, and today is a special day for a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of family members. So I like to dedicate this broadcast to my daughter, who celebrates her birthday today, Amanda Mansno Love Nimne. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. As a matter of fact, she is the only girl child I have in this whole wide world. So we say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Amanda Mansno Love Nimne, the irreplaceable, as you celebrate your natal day today. As you age with grace, we want to wish you all the best in this life. All right. So, from me, your father, your mother, your brothers, and all of your uncles and aunties, your cousins, your kids, Divine and Ade. And we wish you all the best as you celebrate this special birthday in your life. Our loving and caring daughter. Uh, So we also want to say happy birthday to the lady Princess Alexa Vanja Colley of Freedom FM 87.9. Today is Princess's birthday. We say happy birthday to you, Princess Vanja Colley. And my little niece is also celebrating her birthday today, Terika Sabes. Terika Sabes of Nuclear Town. You live right in front of the Nimna Brothers Preparatory School. Your mother, Joa, is doing a happy birthday treat for you and also for me, your uncle. We say happy birthday to you, Terika Sabes, from your mother, Joa, and me, your uncle. And also a friend and a big brother is also celebrating today, Mr. Gaton George of NASCAR. Happy birthday to you. So I tell you, it's the birthday celebrants are many, and I want to say to all of you Virgos, we wish you all the best. Those of you celebrated before, those of you that celebrating today, and those of you that will be celebrating days to come, we want to do it for all of you. And so, Amanda Mansno Love Nimne, my own daughter, happy birthday to you. Princess Vanja Colley, happy birthday to you. Terika Savage, happy birthday to you. Your mother, Joan, is wishing you all the best. And also, Mr. Gaton George of NASCAR, happy birthday to all of you great personalities. So let's get to business. This morning in our studio, we have two local dailies. We have here the Women Voices newspaper and the New Republic. So let's begin with the Women Voices newspaper. And let's get to the editorial. It says the crisis of unemployment in Liberia, a taking time bomb, is the editorial of the Women Voices newspaper. The crisis of unemployment in Liberia, a ticking time bomb. So let's get to our first big story on the front page of Women Voices. Liberians scrutinize President Bwaka's travels, say no benefits from his engagements. And let's see what the excerpt is all about. Let's take a few lines from there. All right. Let's get to it. I'm trying to make my way into the Women Voices newspaper. So, where is this story? Where is this story? Folks, just bear with me a little. Let me get to this story for you. Yes, I'm there. It says here, Liberians scrutinize President Bwaka's travels. Many have already raised skepticism and doubts regarding the Boakas-Corn administration's ability to forge strong international relationships, with critics suggesting that the government has approached major global engagements unprepared. Many observers argued that without a solid strategy, Liberia risks missing out on valuable opportunities, especially as other nations come equipped with comprehensive developmental plans. During its time in opposition, the Unity Party was vocal about these very issues, criticizing the previous administration for its weak international relations. This message resonated with voters who overwhelmingly supported the UP in their quest for change, seeking a government that could better navigate the complexities of global diplomacy. Since taking office, President Joseph Numa Bwaka has actively engaged in international diplomacy, making numerous trips to key global forums. His efforts include participation in two business forums in the United States, where he sought to strengthen economic ties and attract investment. Additionally, he has represented his country at the Korea Africa Summit and the Indonesia Africa Forum, focusing on fostering collaboration and development across continents. Currently, President Bwaka is attending the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, further underscoring his commitment to building strategic partnerships and advancing his nation's interests on the global stage. However, the outcomes of these engagements have left many Liberians questioning the effectiveness of the government's foreign policy and its preparedness to capitalize on these opportunities. Unlike other countries that often secure significant direct benefits from such events, Liberia seems to struggle to translate these engagements into tangible results. This raises concerns about the government's ability to effectively leverage international relationships for the benefit of its citizens. While some pundits acknowledge that investment deals and bilateral or multilateral cooperation require time to materialize, there are growing concerns about the government's foundational structure. Critics point out that the lack of a permanent finance and development planning minister since the resignation of ex-minister Kamara has hindered the administration's ability to present a cohesive economic strategy. US 94.1 million D and more on Monday, September 2, 2024, Antara news agency, a media outlet in Indonesia, reported that Indonesia managed to secure investment agreements worth US 94.1 million in the health sector at the high-level forum on multi-stakeholder partnerships. HLF as that's parentheses HLF MSP and the second Indonesia Africa Forum IAF Joint Leaders Session 2024. This agreement was signed through a memorandum of understanding between Indonesia and several African countries. Director of Africa at the Directorate General of Asia, Pacific, and Africa of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dewi Justicia Mediwati, informed in Bali on Monday. The news outlet notes that African countries are Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Tanzania, South Africa, and Namibia. It was also reported that several Indonesian companies were said to be involved in the collaboration, including PT Biopharma, Biopharma Group, Dexa Medica, Triton, and PT Patawi Agong Mensa Group. As per details of the cooperation, state-owned pharmaceutical company PT Biopharma has established strategic collaboration with Zimbabwe and Ghana. It has signed an MOU with NAFRAM Zimbabwe for the registration, distribution, and marketing of pharmaceutical products. Biopharma has agreed to carry out technologies transfer with Ghana's Atlantic Life Sciences by training staff from Ghana in Bandung, and bulk API shipments. Through the Biopharma Group, Indonesia has also expanded cooperation with Kenya, Nigeria, and Uganda. Biopharma Group signed a master agreement for technology transfer collaboration with the Kenya Biovax Institute, Medawati informed. So what like okay? So let's see. Let me just jump here and see Liberia's benefits. On Monday, September 2, the executive mansion reported that President Joseph Nima Bwaka Sr. held bilateral talks with his Indonesian counterpart, President Joko Widodo, to discuss the strengthening of ties between Liberia and Indonesia. The release says the Liberian leader expressed gratitude for the kind invitation to participate in the second Indonesian Africa Forum and to further solidify the friendly relations between the two countries. Unlike other countries that are to benefit from the U.S. health sector deals worth $94.1 million United States dollars, the executive mansion says President Bwaka conveyed his appreciation for the warm reception and courtesies extended to him and his delegations since their arrival in Bali. So we heard from other African countries that benefited from this forum, but Liberia just attended with no benefits. So sad for our country. Let's move on with more stories. House ratifies U.S. $24 million deal as it passes presidential transition bill. And we'll see the Speaker of the 55th Legislature photograph here with some makers during the voting process. Or photograph here on this caption. Members of the Honorable House of Representatives have unanimously voted to approve two significant loan agreements totaling US $24 million, marking a major step forward in Liberia's development initiatives. The agreements secured from the African Development Fund are set to bolster both infrastructure and youth empowerment within Liberia. The first agreement, valued at US $12 million, is designated for Phase 5 of the Mana River Union Road Project. This initiative, known as the Mana River Road Development and Transport Facilitation Program, aims to enhance regional connectivity and promote economic integration among MRU member states. So the back page of the Women Voices newspaper, CBL lowers monetary policy rate to 17.5%. The Central Bank of Liberia's Monetary Policy Committee, MPC, consistent with its mandate to achieve and maintain domestic price and financial stability, has decided to lower the monetary policy rate from 20% to 17.5% and maintain the current reserve requirement ratios of 25% and 10% for Liberian and US dollars, respectively. The MPC's decisions were informed by domestic and global macroeconomic developments during the second quarter of 2024. Global developments, the MPC noted that the Russian-Ukraine war was lingering pandemic effects had led to inflationary pressures and tight monetary policies globally, leading to a projected 3.2% real gross domestic product growth that was triggered mainly by a euro area. The United States and emerging market economies, although faring better than in 2023, economic growth in sub-Saharan Africa is projected at 3.7% in 2024, tempered by debt servicing obligations, funding squeeze, and weaker than expected growth. Grab a copy of the Women's Voices and follow the rest of the story. Most stories on the back page: Liberian National Tourism Authority on the way as House passes National Tourism Bill. And that's good news for Mama Liberia. Members of the House of Representatives have unanimously passed a bill establishing the National Tourism Authority. The bill titled an act to amend Title 30 Public Authorities Laws, Liberian Code of Law reverse established in lieu the Liberian National Tourism Authority, was passed during the second day sitting of the extraordinary session of the 55th Legislature on Tuesday, that's the September 3, following recommendations contained in a report from the Joint Committee on Information, Broadcast, Culture and Tourism, Judiciary and Internal Affairs. A series of public hearings was conducted among stakeholders and experts in the tourism sector. Rabena Benson Jr. of Electoral District 17, Montserrat County, describes the passage of the law as a breakthrough for the sector in creating job opportunities and contributing to local infrastructure as well as income generation. Well, you can follow the rest of the story on page 9. Lastly, for the back page of the Women's Voices newspaper, centered. All right. Let me just bring this happening quickly and take our last story. All right. So it says here, Center wants Bwaka revoke recent PPCC appointments amid procedural breach. Gus, you have to mute your system. I'm getting some feedback from you. All right, so let's get to our last story. The Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, Center, has urged President Joseph M. Bwaka to reconsider his recent appointments to the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission, citing significant procedural violations of the 5 newly appointed members to the Complaints, Appeal, and Review panel. Only one participated in the competitive recruitment process mandated by law. Anderson Miame, Executive Director of Center, emphasized the organization's long-standing commitment to promoting integrity, transparency, and accountability within Liberia's governance framework. He noted that Center has consistently supported initiatives aimed at strengthening public integrity, institutions, and combating corruption. These initiatives include continuation of the stories on page 9. Let's quickly make our way to page 9 and just grab more excerpt from there. All right, so we are there on page 9, and it continues from here. It says, timely actions on audit findings from the General Auditing Commission, increase budgetary allocations for integrity bodies, the enactment of anti-corruption legislation, and adherence to competitive recruitment practices for public integrity roles. Miami expressed concern regarding the appointments made by President Bwaka on August 29, which included Councilor Sunday E. Nelson, Amagashi, Councilor Vincent Smith, Councilor Morris Davis, Mr. Ezekiel F. Newman, and Mr. Michael C.G. George. He pointed out that the amended and restated Public Procurement and Concessions Commission Act of 2010 explicitly requires the appointments to such positions arise from a competitive selection process overseen by the PPCC. The law stipulates that a list of 10 qualified candidates, 3 lawyers and 2 non-lawyers, should be submitted to the president for consideration. Miami explained that the law also allows the president to request additional candidates if he finds the initial pool insufficient. However, he stressed that the process is designed to ensure that appointees possess the necessary qualifications and integrity. In March 2024, the PPCC notified the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs about a vacancy on the CAB due to the expiration of the previous members' terms and initiated the recruitment process. A public call for expressions of interest was published for 1 month across various platforms, including the PPCC website, the Executive Mansion website, and the prominent newspapers such as Front Page, Africa, and Daily Observer. According to Miami, 84 applications were received for the 5 positions. For further transparency, the PPCC invited 4 institutions to participate in the evaluation process, with 3, the Civil Service Agency, CSA, the Liberia National Bar Association, LMBA, and Center, agreeing to join the evaluation committee. The committee identified 37 qualified candidates who took an aptitude test, leading to 22 candidates, 3 lawyers, and 19 non-lawyers, advancing to the interview stage. Ultimately, the panel recommended 10 candidates for the president's consideration, along with their scores for transparency. Miami expressed shock at the president's decision to bypass the established competitive recruitment process. He noted that while Mr. Ezekiel Numa was one of the 10 recommended candidates, Councilor Vincent Smith, Councilor Morris Davis, and Mr. Michael C.G. George did not participate in the recruitment process at all. Furthermore, although Councilor Sunderway E. Nelson Amagashi took part in the testing phase, she was unavailable for the interviews and was consequently not recommended for appointment. Miami asserted that the president's action violated the Public Procurement and Concession Act and undermined the integrity of the recruitment process. Center's leadership contends that this disregard for established procedures not only erodes public trust in integrity institutions, but also diminishes the efforts of candidates who invested time and resources in the recruitment process. The announcement of the vacancy on the Executive Mansion's official website suggested a commitment to transparency that has now been compromised. Well, folks, those are all the stories we can take from the Women Voices newspaper. Our partner Gus is here. Gus, you can greet the audience, and then we come to our last presentation, the New Republic. Gus, if you're there, good morning to you. Okay, it's like Gus is muted. So let's run to the New Republic newspaper and take, okay, it's Aliyu Masale. I'm sorry. It's Aliyu Masale. Aliyu, good morning. Aliyu, good morning. Aliyu, you have to unmute yourself. I'm speaking to you, Aliyu. I'm not getting signal from you. Oh my gosh. Let's move on with the reading. Apparently he's not following. So let me get to our last presentation, the New Republic newspaper. All right, it says, the saying good or bad does live. It says the saying good or bad one does lives after him seems resonating with the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court, rigmarole, both contested and welcome in many quarters and by leading players of the Civil War. The ethos between the end of war and the establishment of a court of accountability is due to the behind-the-scene resistance of the very people who still demonstrating loyalty of the process. Senator Thomas Nimley, the restless clarification of the process intended to ensure justice for his alleged victims as recipe to derail and wreck the peace being enjoyed in breach of the CPA. But as Moses Topa reports, it appears he is only wasting water on door's back, as the government also seems undeterred to change course. All right, so let's see whether we can get back to our United States partners. Something is happening this morning. I just don't know why. Ali, I don't know for what reason you just on and off, on and off. If you are listening to us online or through the website, we're trying to reach out to you, but it's not going through. All right, it says House passes Presidential Transition and Tourism Acts. We already brought you that story, so let's move to the back page of the New Republic. LMP arrests journalists and clarifies claims made by Officer Jabate. Now we see journalist Nana Jemfi. All right, the Liberia National Police said its attention has been drawn to claims made by one of its officers, Inspector Mohafi M. Jabate, alleging abandonment via a social media podcast from India. The LMP clarified that Inspector Jabate sustained severe burn. All right, continuation of the story is where? Very interesting story. So let's see what we can get to the continuation. All right, let's see what we can get to the continuation. Okay, Aliyu, are you there? Good morning to you, Aliyu.
Good morning, Mr. Nimble. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. And you?
I'm fine. Thank God. Yeah.
Okay, so just greet the audience, and then we can come back and take more stories from the back page of the New Republic. So let me give you the time to do it in a minute.
Yeah. Good morning to our people in Mama Liberia, around the world. This is Aliyu Masale from Maryland, USA. Good morning to you all.
Okay, so that's the voice of Aliyu Masale. He's based in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. So we are going to continue from where we stopped on this journalist and police story. Right, so let me get to the continuation of that story. Right, I'm trying to get to where it is. Please. Okay, with there it says sustained severe burn injuries as a result of a gas tanker explosion in Totota, Bong County on December 26, 2023. Following the incident, he was promptly transferred from Bong County to the Fulton Military Hospital on May 25, 2024, after a visit by the Inspector General of Police, Honorable Gregory O.W. Coleman, the statement said. The LMP also stated at the Fulton Military Hospital, the total bill accumulated was US $5,645. This amount accounted for OPD, register, and emergency rec, laboratory, medication, cafe, and etc. At the same time, the LMP has announced the arrest of Kwatike radio journalist Nana Jemfi for illegal firearm possession. Journalist Jemfi, 28, was arrested on Tuesday, September 3, at the Kwatekwa radio station located on the Capitol Bypass in Monrovia following a tip-off. The firearm was discovered in a bag at Kwatike radio station where he has been employed for barely 2 weeks. In his statement, Mr. Jemfi claimed that he obtained the firearm from an unidentified man in the Johnsonville community where he resides. He stated that he carries the gun for his protection while commuting to work. The suspect is currently in custody at the LMP headquarters undergoing investigation. The LMP remains committed to ensuring the safety and security of all citizens and will continue to enforce the laws of Liberia without fear or favor. We urge the public to report any suspicious activities to the nearest police station. So that's it. The journalist was arrested with firearm. All right. 1.1 million people affected by drugs, Representative Gashua discloses, and calls for urgent attention. Grand Bassa County District 5 Representative Thomas Gashua has disclosed that 1.1 million of Liberia's population is affected by drugs and are living in ghettos across the country. Although this paper could not verify the information as the lawmaker did not state where and how he obtained the statistics. Ghetto is a derogatory term for a neighborhood characterized by low property values and relatively little public or private investment. It is a slang term that is generally considered an offensive stereotype because racial minorities have historically inhabited ghettos. Given the alarming nature of the figure, the Grand Bassa lawmaker called on the Liberian government to take urgent action to address this. This is very interesting. These are the kind of stories. It's human interest story, and so because we need to fight this drug thing to get it out of our country. All right, it says the issue of illicit drugs affecting a portion of the country's population, especially the young people. He told OKFM Tuesday that the government could prove to be serious in the fight against drugs through the allotment from the national budget to the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Unlike Liberia Liberia in the fight against drugs. According to him, other countries instituted serious actions by enacting laws and ensuring the effective implementation of such laws as a way of invoking a national spirit in the fight against drugs and substance abuse. The lawmaker observed that infectious diseases are being spread in the ghettos by at-risk youth heavily by affected drugs. If the government and people do not take preventive measures, the country will be engulfed with a pandemic that could affect the country, including the region, Rep. Gashua stated. The Rep disclosed how his son was victimized by the use of illicit drugs upon his graduation from high school, but got rehabilitated. He emphasized that though his child came through, there are other parents, children who cannot afford the cost of taking their children at rehabilitation centers. He claimed that school-going kids are now introduced to illicit drugs at their various campuses. Well, that's the assertion made by Representative Gashua of District Number 5, Grand Bassa County. Kofi Annan Peace Institute observed 21st CPA anniversary. And that does it for the reading of the local dailies on this edition of the Print News. All right, so let me recap the stories we brought you this morning. Those of you just tuning in, let me just recap those stories we read this morning from the Women Voices we started with. And these are top stories we brought you from the front page. But let's read the editorial first. The crisis of unemployment in Liberia, a ticking time bomb, is the editorial. And another story, the big story on the front page, those of you watching us online, you see this is the front page of the Women Voices newspaper. It says Liberians scrutinize President Bwaka's travels, say no benefits from his engagements. House ratifies U.S. $24 million D as it passes presidential transition bill. To the back page, CBL lowers monetary policy rate to 17.5%. And another story says Liberian National Tourism Authority on the way as House passes National Tourism Bill. And then lastly, Center wants Bwaka revoke recent PPCC appointments amid procedural breach. And that's the Women Voices. The New Republic is our next ex-warlord running from war excesses, but government calls him to attention. And then another story says House passes Presidential Transition and Tourism Acts. The back page, let's get that quickly. LMP arrests journalists and clarifies claims made by Officer Jabate. And another story says NEMA chief urges youth to resolve issues through dialogue and unity. 1.1 million people affected by drugs, Rep. Gashua discloses and calls for urgent attention. And then lastly, Kofi Annan Peace Institute observed 21st CPA anniversary. Those are all the stories we brought to you this morning. So we're going to take our break now. When we come back, we will join our colleague, Aliyu Masale, who's been sitting there and listening to all the readings. We'll join Aliyu to give us his personal analysis on some of the stories we brought to you this morning. So let's take our break and be right back.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, so go in deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki. Bila living sense in her.
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bushra Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 512 379, or 0777 255 030, or email us Mayoba, MAYOUBAHS @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
Thank you there, our sponsors, Crime Stoppers Liberia. Crime Stoppers Liberia is one of our biggest partners. As a matter of fact, all of our programs here are powered by Crime Stoppers Liberia. and it's headed by our vision bearer, Omen Sam Sion, who is also popularly known as Zebra. And folks, don't forget today is we're paying out serious money, serious money, 20,000 Liberian dollars. You just need to play. It's the mobile money game. You know, you're aware of that, and we call it here the Freedom Cash Giveaway. All right, we are paying out today $20,000 up to 100,000 LD. All right, and the biggest of all is going to be this Saturday. You all know this Saturday we'll be paying out millions, millions, and not only that, people will be walking away with so many things. All right. So the code to play today is *799 *70 hatch. You play $200 Liberian dollars, or you play $1.50 US. All right. So play the cash giveaway. Abraham Kamara will be at 12:30 to pay out to you 20,000 Liberian dollars up to 100,000 Liberian dollars. So again, only $200 you need to play, 200 LD or $1.50 US. So when you play that, you dial *799 *70 hatch. That's all you need to do. So let's hear from Aliyu Masale, who's been sitting there and listening to all of the readings. Let's go and take his side of all of the stories. So Aliyu, let's hear from you.
Yeah, Mr. Nimle, thank you there for the reading. Thank you. Yeah, the problem here, I think the story over there already, I got something to talk on. It had to do with our country and our president.
Mm-hmm.
You see, because the president, all the trip he making around the world, nothing we benefiting from. So why the president just keep going around? Let the country there, people are complaining how their children will go to school, the country high. Things are just high in the country. The president said he took power. I think he been in America 2 times now. He left from there, he went Guinea-Bissau, he went Ghana, he went Korea. All those trips the president make it, nothing he bring it back to the country. You see, leaving from Liberia, going Indonesia, from Indonesia, you go to China. This thing when people, before people can go to those trips and things, these are things sometimes you have to know. Those summit you going for, those meetings and things you going for, what the people doing there? And you should be able to do some of your background investigation, you do some of your connections before going there. But just to get on, you take a bunch of people and then you go, when you go there, say now what the people doing is, you're not even saying, get no idea of what the people doing. All the money that was spent taking about 50 people to carry them. At the end of the day, nothing will stay to benefit. You keep America, African Business Summit, all the other countries there, they carry something, nothing we got. You been here 2 different times. You been to North Korea, you been to other places. So why the government keep wasting the resources? This government, people voted President Bwaka. He's the most experienced president that we can get. He's competent. And then today he came to power. These people, they have no contact. Nobody know them anywhere. So they are just all over the place. It is now that they're trying to get contact now. Nobody know them. If nobody know you, just sit in the country. What you think you get, you manage it to carry our country forward. Instead of the late we get there, you be wasting it. Because we see nothing from this government. They said, President,
that's a logical point you just struck.
Yes. You see, they said President Weah wasn't doing anything for our country. Well, President Weah, when he became president, there was no trip that he made. He came back empty-handed. For every trip he made, he will come back with something. For every trip he made, he will come back with something. And people say, oh, he wasn't doing anything. President Bwaka, he get experience. The papa get contact. You always see when he become president, you always see NGO will start coming by. President, we are scared investors. He drove NGO away. All of these things people said. President Bwaka is now in power. Where are the NGOs? Where are the investors? When President we are in power, you people make Liberia unsafe, protesting, scary investors from coming to the country. Now you have taken power. What have you done to show to the international community, to show to investors that Liberia is safe. You keep showing to the world that the country is not even safe because the country is more divided. The justice system is weak. You see, there is no justice in the country. Sit and see how you can put things together in the country instead of just flying all around the world, misusing our country resources while people are suffering in the country. It makes no sense. Nobody know you out there. You and your government official, nobody know you. Those people you take for America here, the only here that are family know that nobody know them around the world. So you taking Eugene Fagon there, taking the other people there, you're going around. Nobody know these people. Even you, the president, people not know you. Then who they will know behind you. So it makes no sense. Let the president try to sit down and rather put himself together. The lady we get over there, let it be managing it to take care of the country till he says they can finish. Instead of he taking the country resources, they're wasting it. They used to say, President, we are wasting the country money. Private jet, 40 people, 50 people, no business as usual. Where are we today? It's even more than President we are town. Let Patrol Honda there, making 15,000. The whole day you're passing around looking for contact. Even the money you pay your official name, the great America don't pay that official name that kind of money. But we claim to be a poor country. We say we're suffering. So what the essence? So these are some of the TV that the issue that I get on my mind really this morning. Let the president try to come back and see what to do with the little we get instead of misusing it. Because all of a trip, nothing he bring it now for Indonesia and going China again, like $0. You know how many millions of dollars the president has spent just from January to August on all those trips and nothing he bring it back to the country? This is so sad for our country, man. Yeah, Mr. Nime.
Thank you very much, Aliyu, and I think you really hit the nail on the wall because the president, his entourage, the entire trip to Indonesia, that was blah. That was complete blah. Other African countries that were in attendance, they greatly benefited from the trip, except Liberia. Liberia, we did not benefit anything. Nothing we got from that trip in Indonesia. So that entire trip, that was just complete blah. Resources was wasted, and we got nothing in return. All right, so folks, our men have already set the basis for our talking points this morning. So we'll start to go to the phone lines, take a few calls, and we'll come and read some of your comments. All right, so Ali, you can mute your system while we take calls. All right, let's go and take Amos Morris on the USA line. Amos, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mr. Nimley. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, Amos. Thank you, and welcome to the PRINTNEWS, the midweek presentation.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Hey, man, this is no hidden secret. The prophecy that man of God said about Liberia, there will be no way Liberian will go free from that prophecy. That Liberian will eat sand. We're seeing the sun already. We're seeing the sun. It's going to be tough when the people will die. The calamity that man of God spoke about is already in full swing. I can tell you for free, information that I'm getting from Liberia is not encouraging. It's not encouraging at all. You guys there, you're seeing what you're seeing, but there are some other places we too getting information from about the hardship in the country. It's not easy. We know there's hardship all over the world, but what is unfolding in Liberia right now, just within 7 to 8 months, I mean, and this is not caused by the president, no. Yes, he's the head of the government, but this is caused by the Liberian people themselves. We all.
Are you blaming it? Are you blaming it on the Liberian people because of the decision, the talk?
That's right.
Okay.
You know, You know, when God told the Israelites that he had a leader for them, and they said no, they wanted their own leader. And God said, okay, I will give you what you want. That's the same scenario Liberians are going through right now. It is the Liberian people themselves. It's not Omen Bokai. No. Liberian people themselves brought this on themselves, and we have to feed the right of God before we will know. No, bro, we know there's a lot of things happening in our country that we deserve what we're going through. The wickedness that is happening in high places, in the church, in the mosques, places that you, in the first place, brother, we know all these things happening in the country. We hear you guys talking about, oh, they say the Christian community not speaking, the Muslim community not speaking, you know, all the moral people within our society, all of them mute. That's the work of God. That's how God does the thing when he wants to punish a nation. We should be lucky. We started with fire burning houses.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
When the government came to be, we started with fire burning houses. That's how God works. He show you the sign of your own wickedness and iniquity.
Okay.
Okay? We got 5 years to go. The president, yes, he's the head of government, but the Liberian people brought this on themselves. They never listened to the message of God. President Weah was not to be the president we agreed, but we had a lot of options to follow.
Okay.
But instead, we followed this route. So we blame ourselves. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of Amos Morris. All right, so folks, we will have to take the comments. All right, we have to take the comments and come back and take a few calls, and then we go from here. So, like we said to you, you have to keep playing the cash giveaway. All right, $20,000 up to $100,000 is up for grabs. So, who's going to be that person? Abraham Kamara will be here at 12:30, and he's right now in the background doing some draws. So I know a lot of you, your number is about to ring. So keep your eyes on your dashboard, all right? When you see some kind of strange call coming, you should answer, all right? If you don't answer that call, you miss it. So I'm not going to be the one to give out that money. DJ Hero will be here at 12:30 to pay 20,000 Liberian dollars up to $100,000. So the code is *799 *70#. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. All right, that's the process. So let's get to the comment section. Let's review comments. We come and take a few calls, and then we go from here. So let me start from the top to the bottom. That's how I'm going to do it. All right, from the top to the bottom, we have a Gay Caesar Divine Grace Blossom. He says, "Good morning, guys. I'm following you from O and New Matadi Junction." All right, he says, Gay Caesar again says, "Happy blessed birthday, beautiful Princess Alexa Cully. More grace in your new age, ma." Progress Orita Johnson says, "Happy birthday to Princess Alexa, daughter of KOK." And she says again, "Happy birthday to your daughter, Amanda. Thank you. Happy blessed birthday to all the celebrants from Duete." And Julia Wanwa says, "Good morning, Freedom Radio Liberia. Many thanks for the great job." And Duete again says, "Good morning from my aunt, Minnesota." Phoenicia's Junior Boss says, "Watching live from Upper Caldwell, District 11. George Reliable Block says, "I'm watching you from Newcretown, District 16. Cecilia Massacre is watching from Norway. Linda Street says, "Good morning, family." Good morning to you, Linda. Clarence Obechi Dwe says, "Good morning, Wendell, and good morning to all peace-loving Liberians." I think Joseph Waka should forget about traveling in the name of attracting business partners. Omen, you have traveled over 8 times now, and you have not brought back anything. The Liberian people never knew how unpopular you are. The facts are now glaring by the day that you are inept. Just stay in Liberia here and instruct. Let me see what he says here. He says, just stay here in Liberia and instruct your ministers and directors to sack. To what? To sack. Anyway, all right. Again, because of time, we may not go through all of these long messages. All right. He says, continue to show Washington disrespect and think you will succeed, Papi. You have to listen. Former President Charles Taylor message that says, no Liberian president will make it without Washington. Papi, you are not smarter than President Sirleaf, the president you succeeded because you dance with Washington until you dance with Washington. All right. So Brabi and Bar says, good morning, my freedom family. I'm watching you live from this Booker Yellow Machine capital, Monrovia. All right. And he says, my attention is drawn to the discovery of a weapon in the premises of Voice of Liberia, a vocal radio station exposing corruption and missteps of the government. Sadly, other radio stations have gone mute on the issue and seem to have chosen to be regime collaborators. All right. Worst of all, I'm here to see a PUL communication condemning the purported attack on the press. And the journalist will have to answer question. Why was he doing with a firearm, knowing the fact that he's not an arm carrier? Was it registered? These are the questions he's going to answer to. Kelvin Kamara says, thank you for the good job, Freedom Family. Organ Tyner says, smooth Pravin Pool. No. All right. Florence Tucker says, calamity sitting on the highest seat of our country. All right. And Mary Tula says, I'm following you from New Georgia Estate. Romeo Cully says, I am watching. Right. Henry Yango says, follow you guys from it says, follow you guys from my end on this awesome Wednesday evening. Thanks for the great updates. Matthew J. Julo Sr. says, good morning, Freedom Family. I think President Bwaka can receive something from his travel, but he is hiding the money for himself benefit. Peter Tobias says, hi, Freedom Family. I'm watching you from my Soul Clinic Community, CDC Sun GMW 2029. We move. All right. Navarus M says, good morning, Wendell and Esther. Watching you from Toronto. All right. So far, so good. These are all the comments we have in our comment section for now. And we will come back to the phone segment of the show. So the lines now are open. We have a few more minutes. We can take a few calls and then we go from here. So let's take you this person. Yeah, hello. Yeah, your line is bad. If anybody calling your line is bad, I will have to let you go. So you have to shift a little bit. Okay. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
All the procurement of money was very stop. But the to pay money to commission extra. It means serious problem into the community. Serious problem. Every day you will pay money to them. Every day you will pay money to the commission of the place again. It's question.
Thank you. Let's take you this person. Hello. How are you? What's your name, sir, and where you call from?
I'm calling from the
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
this government is full blown on they just brought disaster on completely. Because you can't get a government or president who travel
Mm-hmm.
more than 12 countries, bringing nothing back. But they just bring flying ships and they bring a video to the run people. So it means I would just let the man to invite his family, his children, his wife, his uncle, and other relatives. So it's a complete disaster that we find ourselves in there. So we need to stand on our feet to get in there all the power. Seriously. Now by war, it means I'm going to take the other means or legal means that the other country took the Egypt. You know, that they make and give all the power.
Mm-hmm.
Now by war, it will sit and look at the man, the country will run down into the streams.
Okay. Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's take another person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the Print News. Tell us your name and where you join us from.
I'm Pastor Morris here, Bowing, calling from Yoporo.
It's good having you on, man of God. Let's hear your contribution. You have a minute.
Yeah, thank you, Winner. I always listen to you as a listener, silent listener, but today I have the opportunity to talk.
Okay. I'm giving you the audience.
Okay, God bless you. You know, more people, especially in Liberia, they didn't believe me when they say the prophet or the man of God say this.
Mm-hmm.
The typical example we should know is Israel, they said to or Samuel and said, Samuel, you are very old, you're not able to have a country. And the request they requested for is what God gave them. I don't want to give most of the time, but my brother, if we not pray strongly, my wife have a vision before just a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
The human being that will die in this country, and people just playing with. It may not be war, it may not be protest, but it will be frustration, it will be hunger, it will be so many things that people just playing with like this. Nobody talking, everybody just silent. The man from Ghana, when he said it, people said, oh man, look, all the people that they are better driven people, they're looking for that stomach to get filled, but we should remember, who God choose, no one bless, no one curse. We got to be that not everyone who said the Lord directly come from God to become a leader to lead a Christian nation. That people should remember today that the calamity that we in the may talk about, when it will not come to pass, then God are not hearing. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Pastor. Let's go back to the phone lines. The female line is also active. You can call the ladies. You want to join the conversation? Is 0770-297-016. Let me talk to this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Since you don't want to talk, let me go to another person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Is this Edmund?
Yeah, this is Edmund Carr, and I'm calling from Weaver Community.
Okay, Edmund, it's been a bit. How you doing?
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to go through, my brother.
I know.
I know.
I think because you are one of our ardent followers, so I think I will have to share my personal number with you. So sometimes when you find it difficult to get through, you can call me directly.
Wow, I appreciate that.
You're most welcome. All right, Edmund, you can just call me after the show on this same number. I will give you my personal number.
Okay.
Go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah. You know, when I heard from Morris speaking the way he was speaking, and it's true. It's not that he was prophesying. It's not that he was preaching. But my brother, all was here. Even when some all were not born.
Mm-hmm.
When that lady, when the pastor from the Fifth Eden Temple Church, when she prophesied about what will come from the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw, she said that the second turn on the brother, it was going to be good in Liberia. It started happening. Before second round, Liberia win the Millennium Challenge. All of 20, we got 14. Because God knew that what was going to happen. Then a man of God came from Ghana. He told clear that I had not seen George. We had that side. It is a celebrity, but I had not seen him. I had not talked to him because I wouldn't see him on screen.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys should do the needful in Liberia. And this is what the moment mentioned for Israel. Whenever you will try to do a little thing. But everything that this government is doing is to put herself against the citizens, to put herself against the other prophecy. It is normal. It's not normal. So all we can do, let us pray for our family, let us pray for our friends, so that God will give us. And this is those of us that they can subscribe to that thing. Those of us that they can go against prophecy, so that God will keep us while we're hoping for the best. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Edmund. Let's go to the female line. Let's take our first female caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, William.
Good afternoon, Ma Walter. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, for the public, this is my Walter, National Resources. I want to say your thing to this afternoon. When they are, I want to please ask Ali Masale for them to please help. You know, I can be sure asking on the air. If I had something to me, I will not be taking people. If I had a man, I will not be taking people. I'm taking my little pressure in the market.
So why you can look for men? You pass the age. You pass the age of find men. But are you talking now?
And I pass the age. But say my husband let me the whole 2007 when I go get married. Say 2007 up to today.
So send 2007. You get no man. No man. I can't away.
I get no man. And I get no man. And I do nothing. They still see I don't go to family before we go for power now in West. You know, he say, my concern because when they hear me, my water, purple defender, then they try and help me. I didn't win your help me or the other for where anyone would do it. Then I eat like a big sheep, taking all the air. I get the face. Now I went to the stage on the last time I went to your. I can eat shit on not to be talking over air. I beg you, my children, I go to school.
Okay, the good Samaritans are listening. I'm quite sure somebody will come to your aid.
Yeah,
you know.
I can be shit ready to talk over air. I can be shit.
Okay.
Look for little way for me. I beg you, look for small little way. I will do it.
All right, my Walter. Suppose we'll find men for you too. Oh, she off the line. My Walter says since 2007, her husband walked out of the house. He went and got married to another woman. Since then, she's lonely and she needs a man. Who's going to be that man? Just get to my Walter, and she's kind of freaked you. You can start talking. All right, so let's talk to the female general. Man CC, welcome to the show. Lady Yake.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I want that level for you on the show. When you're not there, the free sign. Yesterday, I made your voice about. Let me say thank you for the show. Let me say hi to my two panelists in the diaspora there, cause my brother Masari. Masari, how are you coming on my children?
Cause it's not your woman.
Yeah. Okay.
Gus posted a picture. Gus lost one of his sisters.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he's now on the show. Yeah.
Our condolences, Gus.
Yeah, go ahead. Masale, just mute.
Yeah, what will you say, Wendell? The old man called the president of Liberia. He said to us before the campaign, he said, we have a meeting, and wheelbarrow boys in America. And they told he had 42 years experience. Everybody in the whole world knew him. Now when he comes to power, the job will be float. So I want white now with them. But the next time, when they first get down and nothing coming. Nothing coming when he goes to empty story. That black. The other message when we have to pay for I know Jesse, you can get at the capital building to get back there. We are for so they get to the every hospital now. And when they put that deep we are. We should have people that we are there in the country for what that time is for everything. Nothing going on. See what dance with the devil. So they working also day. We want to see the teaching the country. What are they making every
That's small. Okay. 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 Thank you, Masisi. Let's take one more call and then we'll go to Aliyu and close up. I want to leave you guys with a song. Hello? Let me take this person. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, you have a last call or you have to be brief. We don't have time, so let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, my name is Vamuyan Papa. I'm calling from Mount
Vamuyan, go ahead. Let's hear you.
You know, they say not so some more two people around here. You shouldn't vote women, you might walk women, you might walk nothing cool about expect. And yeah, today, look at that monopoly and cry, bro. When you go to the market today, you see why it's happening. Look at the physics of the LeBron in the street. You can know that the time is hard. The time is very, very hard. No project is going on. Nobody can tell me, send them for making to power January 22nd. From that time to this time, well, tangible they have to do nothing. Nothing they have to do. Yeah, how your project are going in Lufa County. They were very sorry for the how your project has ceased. The president should be said transformer all around, fooling the people. Like, oh, my work out, your people is the people is today. The hydro project environment has died. Totally. Nobody.
Okay.
Oh, Harry. Oh, really, Harry. Young woman with China. Look at our mothers crying. Look at our woman people more for job for her. What our lawmakers are doing? What
Okay.
are they doing in the house?
All right, Ali, you think Vamuyan? Okay. Thank you very much. That's the voice of Vamuyan. Let's go to Aliyu now. Aliyu, you can take a minute and then we close up.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Dina. Thank you to the callers. Yeah, we listen to all your points. You see, the problem here, we already inside. We inside for good. You see, this thing, one thing I will tell people, this is not about CDC. Everybody looking at CDC to come on. This is about Liberia. The whole country, we have to rise up against this government. Let's stay and see what we can do. Let's go to that house. So those legislators, let's see what we can do. It is not about CDC. Everybody only looking at sedition to come up. This is not campaign time now. This is about our country. You see what happened in Kenya? The protest that went on in Kenya, it was not even opposition. They see people who voted the president to power because he failed all his campaign promises, and they see people that rise up against it. Can we do that in Liberia? This is what we have to do. The government had no national development plan of the country. They never keep with any plan. Nobody knows them anywhere in the world. This is why today you see them, they are running all around the Kwalehe chicken. No sense of direction, they just jumping from one place to another, wasting the country resources instead of setting in the country. You see, we the Liberian people, we have rescued Joseph Boakai from poverty to wealth. Joseph Boakai was over there dying in poverty. We have rescued him today. And then we the one crying now. So this is not about CDC. Everybody, oh CDC, you're sitting there. And they give to our lawmakers, and some of our CDC government officials, past and present, please, let's see what we can do. They are our old people there. The people that Masisi now, Oma Warte there, and other old people, older people in the party that were there, sacrificing for the party. Let's see what we can do, at least to get $1, even when I call water, they will be sending to empower themselves instead of all the time to be crying like they. Our past and present government officials, let's see what we can really do, and some of us that get 1 or 2 cents to help these old people there. You see, this is so sad to see our mothers, they crying like this. See, school fee business now is not easy in the country. Okay. Me now, I get more than 13% school fee to pay in Liberia there. You see, now everybody calling me, reminding me, all the schools are opening on the 9. Everybody calling, reminding me. You see, it is not easy. Please, let's see what to do. President Wakai, we get ourselves in this for another 6 years. But still, with the Liberian, we can rise up against this government because nothing we have seen since the government took power. And if Christmas will be good, you will know from the eve. We know this government has failed. So we have to see what to do. So thank you for the show, and to our listening audience. We listen to all your plight, and let's pray for better Liberia. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow again by the grace of God. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliyu Masale. Just before we go, let's do a birthday treat again for my daughter. Masno Nimna celebrates her birthday today. Happy birthday, Princess Alexa Vanjakoli. Happy birthday to you, Tedika Savage. You live in Newcastle, opposite Nimna brother. Your mother, Dwase. Happy birthday to you. Mr. Gatton George of NASCAR. Happy birthday to all of you. And as you age with grace, we wish you all the best in life. Folks, let's go home with S Blue and Low Down. This song is called Change.
Happy birthday to Princess Alexa Vanjakoli. Happy birthday. Wishing many more years to come, Princess Alexa Vanjakoli.
Wake up. Sit on your feet, let be right. I speak to we some word from a people. Let us unite and separate equal.